guys are positive. You know, yesterday we had a very, very light workout, but I thought our guys were positive then. Guys were very, very disappointed after the Oregon State loss. Very disappointed, and obviously disappointed in the Oregon loss also. But you had that range of emotion of, we're going to get this done, to what? Are you serious? That happened. That was hard to overcome, but I think our guys bounced back admirably in the Oregon game. So we're still disappointed. I think we're more disappointed as where we are now as opposed to where we were 4 or 5 weeks ago. But I still think this group is positive. I think this group is still together. I don't sense at all that guys are going their own separate ways now. I think this is still a tight-knit group.
Because you said a lot of the freshmen came from successful programs. This is probably the first time they've gone through a slump like this. Are you having to talk to those young guys, or do they just seem to get it? Like, this is part of it, we're going to stay positive, and we're just going through this?
I don't know if they would say this is part of it, because in their minds, this isn't part of it. That's not what they signed up for. But I think this group is just, it's been such a special group in all aspects, as I continue to, I've said all year, in the classroom, on road trips. I can't tell you how many times those that worked at the hotel have literally written notes to us or have sought us out and just said, this is one of the more special groups we've worked with. Flights in the airport, people will approach us and just say, that group was so well behaved, and just across the board. So they've remained that way, and I don't see why it's going to change here with the season that we have left. I continue to see our guys being positive.
Hey, just how is this Washington State team different from the one that you faced back in January?
Well, earlier on, the group was playing with a lot more confidence because they had not been unsuccessful yet. And you can just see, I think Coach Kent and his staff have done a great job of keeping these guys up to continue to play. And again, that's the thing that we have to guard against, because they are not going to come in here and lay down. They're going to come in here and they're going to bring it. But I think that probably would be the biggest difference.
Is there like a change in kind of what they're doing these past games here? I mean, because on paper it looks totally different from the team that pushed you guys.
Yeah, they I think are emphasizing some things offensively a little different. Maybe they're doing a few things differently defensively, but they've changed their lineup a number of times. I mean, that's different right there. So maybe roles have changed a little bit. Q Johnson, who I think is a very gifted offensive player, he's playing a lot more aggressively now. They fought through a lot of injuries. Callison, who I think is a very good guard for them, was out for a few games with a concussion, I believe it was, and then Azundu was out for a while, so they've had to play through some guys being in and out of the lineups.
Coach, what goes into a formal Pac-12 reprimand? Is there a certificate of demerit, a rusty medal, highlight video of Pac-12 refereeing highlights?
It's my understanding that you can't actually. Wait, what did you say? You said protest or reprimand?
Reprimand.
Yeah. No, you get reprimanded verbally.
Just a phone call and you don't do it again, or?
Yes. Yeah. Better not do it again. Wasn't like that.
Hindsight's always 20/20, obviously, but as you look back through these close games that you've lost, from a coaching perspective, from a staff perspective, are there things you wish you've done differently, whether it was in-game or game plan or strategy or anything like that?
I would say addressed our decision-making earlier with this team. Again, there was that balance of one of your guys play with confidence and yet being able to make the right decisions and not forcing the issue. I would probably think that would be that we would have placed more emphasis early on that.
That offensively mostly?
Yeah, pretty, because
transition.
There are times when we are up 5-7 and even up 10, and we may come down and turn it over 3 consecutive trips, or we're up, we clearly have the momentum, and maybe we may force a shot, or we may try to take an early contested shot, and the other team goes down and scores right away, and it's a tight ball game. That happened to us in several games that we had, and we have a much better understanding. It didn't happen much against Oregon. In fact, we were able to make the run to come back, but we just weren't able to get it done.
But though, is that also a young team to be in those type of a situations and kind of getting to learn how to handle those?
Yeah, there's no doubt the youth plays a part in it, but as I said, there's the balance, knowing that the team is young, the team is new, of earlier maybe enforcing that you can't do that, but you also run the risk of now you've got guys playing without confidence, and now they're playing tight. One thing about our team, I think we ended up 3-6 on the road. I don't remember us playing tight, and I think that's helped us win some games, the fact that we didn't do that. We've gone into a few hostile environments, and the second half of Arizona was the only time that I felt like maybe the environment got to us. If not, other than that, we didn't, and I think it has something to do with guys were confident. And you strip that, you take that away. Now you're in a tough situation, you're playing really tight, that's not good for anyone. So there's a balance to it.